March 29th, 1 Samuel 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1 Samuel 9. And there was a man of Benjamin, whose name was Kish, son of Abiel, son of Zeror, son of Bechorath, son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Shaul, young and handsome. And there was not a more handsome man than he among the children of Israel, taller than any of the people by the shoulders and upward. And the donkeys of Kish, father of Saul, by the way, were lost. And Kish said to his son, Saul, please take one of the servants with you, and arise, go seek the donkeys. And he passed through the mountains of Ephraim, and through the land of Shalishla, that place, but they did not find them. Then they passed through the land of Sha'alim, but they were not. Then he passed through the land of the Benjamites, but they did not find them. They came to the land of Zuph, and Saul said to his servant who was with him, come, let us turn back, lest my father stops thinking about the donkeys and becomes worried about us. And he said to him, see, there is in this city a man of Elohim, and the man is esteemed. All that he says comes true without fail. Now let us go there. It could be that he shows us the way to go. And Saul said to his servant, but look, if we go, what do we bring the man? For the bread in our bags is all gone, and there is no present to bring to the man of Elohim. What do we have? And the servant answered Saul again and said, look, I have here at hand 1/4 of a shekel of silver, and I shall give that to the man of Elohim, and he shall make known for us our way. Formerly in Yisrael, when a man went to inquire of Elohim, he spoke thus, come, let us go to the seer. For the prophet of today was formerly called a seer. And Saul said to his servant, your word is good. Come, let us go. And they went to the city where the man of Elohim was. As they went up the hill to the city, they met some young women going out to draw water, and said to them, is the seer here? And they answered them and said, he is. Look ahead of you. Hurry now, for he came to this city today. For the people have a slaughtering on the high place today. And as you come into the city, you are going to find him before he goes up to the high place to eat. For the people do not eat until he comes, for he blesses the slaughtering. Afterward, they who are invited eat. Now go up, for you should find him about this time. And they went up to the city. They were coming into the midst of the city, and saw Samuel, coming out toward them to go up to the high place. And Yah had revealed to Samuel in his ear the day before Saul came, saying, at this time tomorrow I shall send you a man from the land of Benjamin, and you shall anoint him leader over my people Israel, and he shall save my people from the hand of the Philistines. For I have seen my people, because their cry has come to me. And when Samuel saw Saul, Yah said to him, see the man of whom I spoke to you. Let this one govern my people. And Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate, and said, please inform me, where is the house of the seer? And Samuel answered Saul, and said, I am the seer. Go up before me to the high place, for you shall eat with me today, and tomorrow I shall let you go and make known to you all that is in your heart. As for your donkeys that were lost 3 days ago, do not set your heart on them, for they have been found. And on whom is all the desire of Israel? Is it not on you and on all your father's house? And Saul answered and said, Am I not a Benjamite of the smallest of the tribes of Israel? And my clan the least of all the clans of the tribe of Benjamin? Why then do you speak like this to me? And Samuel took Saul and his servant, and brought them into the hall, and gave them a place at the head of those who were invited, and there were about 30 men. And Samuel said to the cook, Bring the portion which I gave you, or which I told you to set it aside. And the cook brought out the thigh with its upper part, and set it before Saul. And Samuel said, See what was kept back, it was set aside for you. Eat, for it has been kept for you for this appointed time, saying, I have invited the people. And Saul ate with Samuel on that day. And they came down from the high place into the city. And Samuel spoke with Saul on the roof. And they rose early, and it came to be, about the dawning of the day, that Samuel called to Saul on the roof, saying, Rise, so that I send you on your way. And Saul rose, and both of them went outside, he and Samuel. As they were walking toward the edge of the city, Samuel said to Saul, Say to the servant to go on ahead of us. And he went on. But you stand here a moment, so that I let you hear the word of Elohim. Samuel 10. And Samuel took a flask of oil, and poured it on his head, and kissed him, and said, Is it not because Yah has appointed you leader over his inheritance? When you leave me today, you shall find 2 men by Rachel's burial place, in the border of Benjamin, at Zelzah, and they shall say to you, The donkeys which you went to look for have been found. And see, your father has left the matters of the donkeys, and is worrying about you, saying, What shall I do for my son? And you shall pass on from there and beyond, and shall come to the terebinth tree of Tabor, and 3 men going up to Elohim at Bethel shall find you there, one bearing 3 young goats, another bearing 3 loaves of bread, and another bearing a skin of wine. And they shall greet you and give you 2 loaves of bread, which you shall accept from their hand. After that, go to the hill of Elohim, where the Philistine watchpost is. And it shall be, when you have come there to the city, that you shall meet a group of prophets coming down from the high place, with a stringed instrument, and a tambourine, and a flute, and a lyre before them. And they are prophesying. And the Spirit of Yah shall come upon you, and you shall prophesy with them, and be turned into another man. And it shall be, when these signs come to you, do for yourself as your hand finds to do, for Elohim is with you. And you shall go down before me to Gilgal, and see, I am coming down to you to offer ascending offerings, and slaughterings of peace offerings. Wait 7 days, till I come to you. Then I shall make known to you what you should do. And it came to be, when he had turned his back to go from Samuel, that Elohim gave him another heart. And all those signs came on that day. And they came there to the hill, and saw a group of prophets to meet him. And the Spirit of Elohim came upon him, and he prophesied in their midst. And it came to be, all who knew him formerly looked and saw that he prophesied among the prophets. So the people said to each other, What is this that has come upon the son of Kish? Is Saul also among the prophets? And a man there answered and said, Who is their father? That is why it became a proverb. Is Saul also among the prophets? And when he stopped prophesying, he went to the high place. And the uncle of Saul asked him and his servant, "Where did you go?" And he said, "To look for the donkeys." And when we saw that they were nowhere to be found, we went to Samuel. And the uncle of Saul said, "Please inform me what Samuel said to you." And Saul said to his uncle, "He informed us plainly that the donkeys had been found, but he did not disclose to him about the matter of the rain, what Samuel had said." And Samuel called the people together to Yah at Mitzvah, and said to the children of Israel, "Thus said Yah, the Elohim of Israel, I have brought Israel up out of Mitzrayim, and delivered you from the hand of the Mitzrites, and from the hand of all reigns, and from those who oppressed you. And today you have rejected your Elohim, who himself saved you out of all your evils and your distresses. And you have said to him, No, but set a sovereign over us. And now present yourselves before Yah by your tribes and by your clans." And Samuel brought near all the tribes of Israel, and the tribe of Benjamin was taken. Then he brought near the tribe of Benjamin by their clans, and the clan of Matari was taken. And Saul, son of Kish, was taken. And when they sought him, he could not be found. And they asked again of Yah, "Has the man come here yet?" And Yah answered, "See, he has hidden by the baggage." And they ran and brought him from there. And he stood in the midst of the people, and he was taller than any of the people, from his shoulders and upward. And Samuel said to all the people, "Do you see him whom Yah has chosen, that there is no one like him among all the people?" And all the people shouted and said, "Let the sovereign live." And Samuel declared to the people the rulings of the reign, and he wrote it in a book and placed it before Yah. And Samuel sent all the people away, each to his house. And Saul went to his house too, to Geba, and with him went brave men whose hearts Elohim had touched. But the sons of Belial said, "What? Does this one save us?" And they despised him, and brought him no presents. But he kept silent. 1 Samuel 11. And Nahash the Amorite came up, and camped against Yabesh Galad. And all the men of Yabesh said to Nahash, "Make a covenant with us, and we shall serve you." Then Nahash the Ammonite answered them, "For this I make a covenant with you, that I dig out all your right eyes, and I shall bring reproach on Israel." And the elders of Yabesh said to him, "Leave us alone for 7 days, so that we send messengers to all the borders of Israel. And then, if there is no one to save us, we shall come out to you." And the messengers came to Yabah of Saul, and spoke the words in the hearing of the people. And all the people lifted up their voices and wept. And look, Saul was coming behind the herd from the field. And Saul said, "Why are the people weeping?" And they relayed to him the words of the men of Yabesh. And the spirit of Elohim came upon Saul mightily as he heard these words, and his displeasure burned greatly. And he took a yoke of cattle, and cut them in pieces, and sent them throughout all the border of Israel by the hands of messengers, saying, "Whoever does not go out with Saul and Samuel to battle, let this be done to his cattle." And the fear of Yah fell on the people, and they came out as one man. And he mustered them in Bezek, and the children of Israel were 300,000, and the men of Yehudah 30,000. And they said to the messengers who came, "Say this to the men of Yabesh Galad, tomorrow by the time the sun is hot, you shall have help." Then the messengers came and informed the men of Yabesh, and they rejoiced. So the men of Yabesh said, "Tomorrow we come out to you, and you shall do to us whatever seems good to you." And it came to be on the next day that Saul put the people in 3 companies, and they came into the midst of the camp in the morning watch, and struck Ammon until the heat of the day. And it came to be that those left were scattered, so that no 2 of them were left together. And the people said to Samuel, "Who said, 'Shall Saul reign over us?' Bring them in, so that we put them to death." But Saul said, "No man is put to death this day, for today Yah has brought deliverance in Israel." And Samuel said to the people, "Come, let us go to Gilgal and renew the reign there." And all the people went to Gilgal, and there they set up Saul to reign before Yah in Gilgal. And there they slaughtered slaughterings of peace offerings before Yah. And there Saul rejoiced, and all the men of Israel very greatly. 1 Samuel 12. And Samuel said to all Israel, "Look, I have listened to your voice, and all that you said to me, and have set a sovereign over you. And now look, the sovereign is walking before you, and I am old and gray, and look, my sons are with you. I have walked before you from my youth to this day. Look, here I am. Witness against me before Yah, and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken, or whose donkey have I taken? Or whom have I oppressed? Whom have I abused? Or from whose hand have I received any bribe with which to blind my eyes? Then I restore it to you." And they said, "You have not oppressed us, or abused us, nor have you taken any bribe from anyone's hand." And Yah said to them, "Yah is a witness against you. His anointed is witness today, that you have found naught in my hand." And they answered, "He is witness." And Samuel said to the people, "It is Yah who appointed Moshe and Aharon, and who brought up your fathers from the land of Mitzrayim. And now stand still, so that I judge you before Yah, concerning all the righteous acts of Yah, which he did to you and your fathers. When Jacob had come to Mitzrayim, and your fathers cried out to Yah, then Yah sent Moshe and Aharon, who brought your fathers out of Mitzrayim, and made them dwell in this place. But they forgot Yah their Elohim, and he sold them into the hand of Sisera, commander of the army of Hatzor, and into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the sovereign of Moab. And they fought against him. And they cried out to Yah, and said, "We have sinned because we have forsaken Yah, and served the Baals and the Ashtaroth," pillars, steeples, Baals, false gods. "And now deliver us from the hand of our enemies, and we serve you." And Yah sent Jerubbaal, and Bidden, and Yiphtah, and Samuel, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies round about, and you dwelt in safety. And when you saw that Nahash, sovereign of the children of Ammon, came against you, you said to me, "No, but let a sovereign rule over us," when Yah your Elohim was your sovereign. And now here is a sovereign whom you have chosen, and whom you have asked. And see, Yah has set a sovereign over you. If you fear Yah, and shall serve him and obey his voice, and do not rebel against the command of Yah, then both you and the sovereign who reigns over you shall follow Yah, your Elohim. But if you do not obey the voice of Yah, and shall rebel against the mouth of Yah, then the hand of Yah shall be against you, as it was against your fathers. And now stand, and see this great matter which Yah does before your eyes. Is today not the wheat harvest? Let me call to Yah, so that he sends thunder and rain. Know then, and see that your evil is great, which you have done in the eyes of Yah, in asking for yourselves a sovereign." And Samuel called to Yah, and Yah sent thunder and rain that day. And all the people greatly feared Yah and Samuel. And all the people said to Samuel, "Pray for your servants to Yah your Elohim." Your Elohim, not our. um, that we do not die, for we have added to all our sins this evil of asking for ourselves a sovereign. And Samuel said to the people, Do not fear, for you have done all this evil. Only do not turn aside from following Yah, and you shall serve Yah with all your heart. And do not turn aside after worthless matters, which do not profit or deliver, for they are worthless. For Yah would not cast away his people for his great name's sake, seeing it has pleased Yah to make you his people. Also, as for me, far be it from me that I should sin against Yah in ceasing to pray for you. But I shall teach you the good and straight way. Only fear Yah, and you shall serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider what marvels he has done for you. But if you persist in doing evil, both you and your sovereign are consumed.